Sup y'all, Anime Bones. Now, a big word that's been used in the anime TikToks and so anime social media is the word fraud, saying a character is a fraud. Now, if I look up the definition of fraud, it says right here in my notebook, a person who is not what he or she pretends to be, also known as a fraud or imposter. So, with that being said, basically a person making them seem like he's him or she's her. For my people who know what that means, you know what that means. People who just lying, acting like they the man, acting like they the best person, acting like they're that guy, when in reality they're not that guy. So with that being said, there's a lot of people like that, and I don't feel like no one's ever made this video. So I'm gonna do the top 5 anime frauds. Okay? Now a lot of these guys, they're just frauds, or they might be on fraud watch. Now, I'm gonna start it off. That was hard to do in anime because a lot of people, like, I can't do the basic frauds. Like, we all know, like Usopp or King from One Punch Man. We all know what kind of character they are. They're a joke around character. Now, are they frauds? Yes, they are. But they're not, you know what I mean? They're joke around characters. They're not being serious about it, really. These people I'm going to name are seriously frauds. All right, and now let's start off this list. Let's start off with an easy honorable mention. Let's say, number 6 can be Neji, a fraud. Neji is a fraud. Now, even when we start off the Naruto, we see that Neji's that guy. He's one of the best genin there is. Like, what was he, like number 1 genin at the time or something like that? He was talking big shit to Hinata, saying she wasn't gonna be nothing. She ain't gonna be nothing. She isn't nothing. He was saying that same stuff to Naruto, like, yo, your destiny is that you trash and you always gonna be trash. And he was talking trash to everybody. And he was still that boy even in Shippuden when he was the only Jonin. But let's backtrack it a bit. He was talking all that trash to Naruto, got beat, got uppercut the hell out of, and put to sleep. Okay? Then we come back after the time skip. We see he a Jonin, but he don't ever do nothing with it. And then the way this man dies is by a flying stick. The man who did the rotation. The only good moment he had, other than a good fight with Naruto, is the fight with Kimaru. And he still thought he was that boy. He thought he was going to be a leading member of the Hyuga clan. He was going to protect the name, become one of the most known of the Hyuga clan, become basically that guy of the clan. But did he become that? No. Because he's a fraud. How do you become the guy talking all this trash to Naruto, saying all this destiny, this, destiny, that, and he becomes someone that no one cares about who dies by a damn stick to just further the relationship of his cousin? This guy is nobody. Therefore, fraud. I'm sorry I said that. I used to like Neji, but he's a fraud. Number 5, though, to get in the top 5 list, all right? And this, I feel like I can easily explain this one, all right? Top 5, number 5 is Beerus. Now, we all know Beerus is strong, all right? But now we got to really think about it. Beerus is strong, right? Yeah, he's strong. But the nigga is like millions of years old. Am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I right? Beerus is like millions of years old. How many years did he sleep? What they say, like 3,000 years or something like that? Didn't he sleep long as hell? Like, he was been alive for a long time, right? And now that he's been alive for a long time, why do these guys, a lot of them who haven't even been living for over 100 years, we don't know about one of them. We got Goku, Broly, Vegeta, Gohan, Frieza. We got 5 people who are all on Jiren, Topo, who are all on Beerus' level, if not stronger. Honestly, these guys, Black Frieza is 100% stronger than Beerus. You can't change my mind. And honestly speaking, Beast Gohan should be stronger than Beerus. Who else? Let's say Goku with Master Ultra Instinct. Beerus never even learned Ultra Instinct. And Vegeta, Ultra Ego Mode, like all these guys haven't even lived for more than 100 years other than maybe Frieza. And they already passed Beerus, or they already on his level. You can't convince me, because Beerus said word for word he was 70% in the God Battle of Gods movie, and this nigga Goku has leveled up a million times since then. He is stronger, especially in the manga right now. Once he mastered Ultra Instinct, I don't care, he was stronger than him. Jiren, he was stronger than him. Okay, like Black Frieza stronger than Goku and Vegeta right now, stronger than him. They said Beast Gohan was the strongest in the verse, stronger than him. Fraud. Fraud, you the god of destruction and you weak as hell, and it took you a million years to reach a level that these guys only took 50 years to beat. Gohan, 30 years to beat. Fraud. Okay, now number 4. Number 4 used to be my boy. This used to be my favorite character in this show. We go on to One Piece. We go on to One Piece with it. One Piece, y'all got 2 people in it. Okay, number 4, Ace. Now check it. I used to like Ace. He was my favorite character, but then I had to think about it. Ace, in turn, not his character, but in terms of him like fighting, Ace is trash, garbage. Ace has not won a fight, and then when he pulled up, I don't even know how he has a $500 million berry on his head, because he pulled up getting punked by a Smoker who was competing with a 30,000 belly berry Luffy, getting his head smushed by Smoker, acting like he was on the same level with Smoker. Then he pulled out the Blackbeard by himself, like he was that one, like he was that boy to do something like that. Got beat, and then he got everyone to come out dying for him because he got captured and couldn't even escape and held down. Like, Ace had no noticeable feats, and then he was known for losing the Whitebeard a million times. Ace, great personality, great character, terrible fighter, and he's a fraud. He is not worthy of being the second commander of the Whitebeard group. He sucks as a fighter. Sabo took his devil fruit and did way better things. For my people in the manga, y'all seen what Sabo was doing. He got out of a sticky situation, and he just got the devil fruit. He doing things with Ace's fruit that Ace couldn't even come close to doing. Sabo right now could beat that Blackbeard that Ace fought that was before the time skip. You can't convince me that he can't. Therefore, Ace is a fraud, and he's weak, and he really shouldn't be a second commander. I like him, like I said, he used to be my favorite character. I love his personality, but he's weak as hell, and he's a fraud because he was making y'all think he was strong, but in reality he's not. Just because he's related to the main character, which he isn't, it doesn't mean he's strong. Even though he is Roger's son. Fraud. Then, number 3, sticking with One Piece, for my people who read the manga, y'all know Monkey D. Dragon is a fraud, and he a scared bitch. I said it. Bro seen his mans get tooken, Kuma. Then he seen his man's girl get tooken, Kuma's girl. Then got passed around. They was just passing around like they was hot potatoing with his girl, who was cool with Dragon. Just passing her. Everyone had a chance. And Dragon didn't even get his get back for him. Like, they didn't even spend a block for him. And then Kuma became a slave for years. And he never even did nothing. And people was telling me, well, I seen people in the comments like, and on TikTok, they was like, well, why would he risk the lives of other people that he's cool with by charging in and trying to do something drastic? Like, what are you talking about, bro? They got your mans as a slave and his girl being passed around, hit pass, everybody just passing her around, having kids with her, like, and you ain't doing nothing. And I remember this whole time, y'all can't lie, we all thought Dragon was strong. We like, yo, Dragon is a strong character. Now, I honestly, right now, Dragon is on fraud watch. Now, as of the information that we know, he's a fraud. But we still have yet to see him do something. So maybe he comes in and stands on business and takes some people out, do something crazy, maybe, and then I'll have to take it back. But as of right now, with the information we got, you can't let one of your people get tooken and then let that girl who's also one of your people get tooken, passed around, and then you let that guy be a slave. You just can't let that happen. Not only, then, only thing he did was save his son. That's the only thing he did for Luffy, as far as we know. So therefore, Dragon, big time fraud, on fraud watch. But if he don't ever amount to anything, he will have to stay as a fraud. Number 2, this is easy. Now we're going with Bleach, and that's Captain Yamamoto. Bro, like, listen, did he have an amazing fight against your watch? Yes. Is his Bankai crazy? Yes. Is he strong? Yes. But you is the first captain. You've been the first captain of the Go Take 13 since it's been out. And when the Aizen invaded and when the Quincy's invaded, you did nothing. This guy been the captain. He made the damn group and did nothing. This guy could not do nothing. First of all, he didn't do nothing when Ichigo invaded the place. He didn't do nothing when Aizen first switched up, betrayed them back in the day. And then when Aizen spun the block, he couldn't even beat Boy. Like, he really lost to a weak Hollow whose whole ability was to steal his Zanpakuto's ability. Like, bro, you've been the captain for a million gazillion years, and you the main person who made it, and you couldn't even stop him. You had to substitute little boy that's 17 years old come save the day. Fraud. And then the Quincy that you ain't even finished off came back 1,000 years later, and you lost to his damn subordinate and got cut in half. He didn't even, at least he could have done was leave your watch with a scar or something. He was going all out against a disciple, a subordinate, a minion, a dupe. That's the Captain Yamamoto. That's the guy. That's the leader. Trash, fraud. And number one is one of my favorite anime characters of all times, and I'm not a biased person. So even though I love him, I had to put him on this list because I was asking people. Everyone kept saying his name, so I said, forget it. Y'all got it. Y'all want to keep saying him? I can't be biased and not put him in it, so I'm gonna put him in it anyway. So just to show you guys, I'm really not biased because this is one of my favorite characters, top 10 favorite anime characters for sure, maybe even 5, and that is Gojo. All right, I said it, Gojo. Now, the reason why Gojo gotta be the number one fraud is because out of all these people, as I'm thinking about it, he, other than Beerus, is the only one who hypes himself up. I mean, Gojo, he said he alone is the honored one. Bro was flying, just high, just being all happy how strong he was. He was saying people with the hollow purple. He was doing all the cool things. Then he told people in the first season, he said, yeah, it'd be tough, but I'll win against Sukuna. And this is the spoiler for Jujutsu Kaisen, so if you don't know what happened to Gojo, listen, just stop the video because I don't want to spoil it for you. But anyway, then bro said, yeah, he said, yeah, I'd win. It'd be tough, but I'd win. And then before the fight, bro said, nah, I'd win. And bro got split into a two-piece, half Joe. Go, Joe. Bro was dead. Bro got cut in half, and just for Sukuna to make it, and then he said Sukuna didn't even go all out. How you gonna say this whole time that you was that man, the honored one, the strongest one? Bro said the reason why you was the strongest sorcerer of all time was cause I wasn't born yet. I said, damn. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he lost, but that was some bars right there. He said, yo, you the strongest because I wasn't alive yet. That's why you the strong. That's why you known as the strongest because I wasn't even thought of yet. Because had I was, I'd been the strongest. But we seen that was false. Even though I know he gonna come back. But anyway, so with that much hype and with that much trash talking and that much confidence that he had in himself for the fact that he lost, I gotta have him as the number one fraud. And just because you're a fraud don't mean that you're not strong. It just means you're a fraud. You was telling people that you was something and the whole time you wasn't. You was telling people you was the strongest. In reality, you was just the second strongest. And that's why Gojo is number one on my fraud list. What y'all think and what frauds do y'all think I missed out on? I think I hit them all on the head. Let me know what y'all think. Gojo might be a fraud, but he's still one of the best characters of all times. Anime Bones out.